Hello, Music Umbrio piano students. Hope you're all doing well. Uh, this is Ms. Catherine, and I would like to share a few things with you about the piece that we are working on for spring, A Morning Sunbeam by Florence Price. So this is a lovely piece of piano music, and many of you have said to me, oh, I really like this piece and I'm having fun learning it, so it's great to hear that. I'm going to speak with you today about the intermediate level. So on 2 pages with both the right hand and the left hand. Let's see, what are some things that we're noticing and learning about this piece? First of all, this piece has a pattern of A, B, A. And by that I mean that you play the first melody in the key of G. The piece opens in the key of G, right? With 1 sharp. So we're learning about key signatures in many of your lessons, and this opens in the key of G. By the time you get to the 2nd page, the melody changes quite a bit. The timbre of the piece changes, and you're switching into a different key. So in the 2nd part, you're playing in the key of C, right? And then what happens at the end of page 2, you have a phrase there, D, C, al fine. What it means is go back to the beginning and play page 1 again, and then the piece ends at the bottom of page 1 where it says fine. It ends there. So the piece is page 1, page 2, page 1. It's an A-B-A pattern piece. Okay. We're also playing notes and reading notes on the lines and the spaces in both the right hand and the left hand. So there's quite a bit going on here with reading music. In the 1st page, we're in the key of G. In the 2nd page, we're in the key of C. And there's quite a bit going on, right? So by the time you're at the, well, I'll start in measure 9. I'll start in measure 9, page 1. And then on to the next part. And then back to page 1. Two more things about the piece, and that is in the 2nd page, do remember to bring the melody out in the left hand. Let that left hand really sing with the melody. This is where the melody is. It's down here in the 2nd page. At measure 21, a number of you have talked with me about what happens here. And a few of you have said to me, it doesn't sound right. There's something weird about this part. And it is a little bit discordant is the musical phrase we could use. Another way I think about music that gets almost a little bit off key, there's a crunch. I like to call it a crunch in the music, right? And as you're learning the piece at measure 21 and measure, well, in the 2nd page, I think that it would really help to count out loud, especially at measure 21. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that little crunch in the music is pretty interesting. Why did she do that? Why did she make that chord a little bit off? It just gives the music a little bit of a bounce, a little bit of a surprise. Um, as you're learning it, if that really is throwing you off, I'm back to measure 21 again. This part, you could consider practicing it with only the B in the right hand. I'll try that again. Oh, didn't play that right, did I? There we go. But do your best with this. Remember to think about practice mode and not performance mode. We've talked about that. If there's a part of your music that you stumble with a little bit, please come back and only work on a few measures, a number of times. Really drill down and focus. Do your best with the dynamics and the markings in the piece. Follow those finger numberings as best you can. And remember that at the end of page 2, it slows down just a little bit. So that's quite a lot. I hope that was helpful. Please remember to put any questions you have about practice and the pieces that you're learning in your Google Docs that we all keep. And we'll talk about what you're struggling with when we get together. And thank you so much for all of your really good questions about this piece. And I'm really glad you're enjoying it. Thanks, everyone. See you soon.